Here we go. Okay, everybody bear with me as we get set for today because I have a special guest joining us today. Let's see if we can get them on here. When you guys are ready, go ahead and add in. Let's see. Bear with us, everybody. Guest request. Let's look for Rebecca. Oh, maybe it's under Becca. Becca, did you add me to Facebook yet? I did. Okay. Do you see me live yet? Might take a few minutes, everybody. Just bear with us here. We're going to be talking about Atria here at Cranberry Woods. I have a special guest, so if you can guys just bear with me as, let's see. I'm not seeing my friends on here yet that are joining us, everybody. So I'm going to start talking until they jump in here. There we are. Hey, there she is. We're adding Joe and Becca. Let's see if we can get them on here. It's adding technology. Everyone hang in there. There she is. No answer from our live video guest. Let's try it again. Let's try to add her back in. Everybody, thanks for being patient. We're adding in a special guest today. And there!
There I am.
Great.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you today, Joe?
Oh, I'm doing fantastic.
Wonderful. Thanks for, taking time again to join me. We are Follow-Up Friday, featured by Frenchie, and we are at Atria here again at Cranberry Woods. Joe, have you had any fun from seeing the video Tuesday?
I have. I got a lot of good reviews. Got a lot of good messages back, and some good business. People are so really interested in our community, and so I just want to say thank you very much for featuring us. It was exciting, you know. Anytime I can get out there and talk about our passion about who we are and what we're trying to do in Cranberry Township, it's amazing. So thank you.
Of course. I was so glad to feature this community. There are so many amenities, and everyone, you need to go back and check out Tuesday to see the independent living that is here at Atria. Today, we had spoke, Joe, there's so much more that you guys offer. We just didn't get a chance to touch base on, which is why we're doing our live follow-up here again. So we did separate out a little bit here so that we could all talk and everyone could see our beautiful faces. But Joe, we did spend some time with you Tuesday. Today, we are actually featuring another special guest from Atria who's going to tell us a little bit more about the other side. Will you introduce her before you go ahead and head out?
I will. So just a little bit of a recap. So we have 183 apartments in our community. We have independent living, we have personal care, and we have memory care. And so we have an amazing leader. Her name is Rebecca Dennison, and she is our leader in Life Guidance. We call it Life Guidance, which is our memory care neighborhood. And I don't want to steal any of her thunder, but she is an incredible woman, and she's going to be kind of developing our memory care neighborhood. So without further ado, I'm going to leave the screen, and then Rebecca's going to come in and talk a little bit more. So again, thank you so much for having us, and definitely listen to Rebecca. She'll amaze you for sure. All right. Have a great day.
Great day. Right. Everyone, so as you heard, Joe is going to bring in a great coworker of his, and there she is. There's Becca.
Hello.
How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. We're dealing with some adjustments here. I'm going to pull a little closer.
Yes, getting some volume going here.
Technology.
Gotta love it.
Thanks for joining me and taking time. I had the pleasure to meet you on Tuesday. Well, I guess we filmed a little bit before that, but Tuesday, before our video, we did have time to speak, and there are so many more amenities at the Atria here at Cranberry Woods that you offer that we just didn't get a chance to kind of hone in on. And I think it's so important because, especially in what I do with real estate, people don't know as many options that are out there. And here at Atria at Cranberry Woods, you don't have just independent living. You guys have options for the families too. And that's what I want to talk to you about today. So please, again, introduce what you do and what you facilitate here at Atria.
Right. Yeah. So I am the director of the life guidance neighborhood that we have here. So when we say memory care neighborhood, what it means is that it is a secured neighborhood. So it is completely safe for our residents with dementia to walk around as they please. It's a safe place for them to be and go wherever they want, opposed to at home where, that is a huge risk. There's a lot of things around the house that people don't think of. I mean, even like when you have children, you're like, oh my goodness, I did not realize that this could be a hazard in some way. So what we do is we create a safe haven for those people. And really, what we ultimately want to do is give the lives back to our residents and their family members. A lot of times they become the caregiver and they don't become the husband, the wife, the daughter, And so that's really, we try to bring those relationships back together. And so, and then we have personal care as well, which is a lot like independent living. It just has a little bit extra services. We are able to manage medication, you're getting your laundry done, all of those things that kind of can make you enjoy your life more by taking care of. So,
Right. I mean, I was so impressed. I personally had a grandfather who had dementia and an Alzheimer's was extended for quite a while. And the task and the amount of work it takes on the family, not just physically, but emotionally, there's so much there. And the safety, like you said, is huge. And then kind of that separation of taking that person out of their element. But you have like skilled cared workers here that their entire purpose is to make that comfortable, to make that living space. We looked at the apartments that you have for them. I mean, it was as homey as the independent living. It was beautiful. But again, the safety aspect for these residents, I would even call them patients. You make them part of your family here. I'm actually sitting in like the sensory room. We looked at here. You've thought of everything. Like this is a soft artwork on the back and it's textured. The radio, you offer services for them, so they're not being sat in front of a TV to zone out. Tell us a little bit about the services, and then please make sure you bring me back and we talk about the shadow boxes because that makes me tear up every time we talk about it. So
yeah, I love the shadow boxes.
Services, yeah, that you offer here as far as not sitting in front of a TV all day.
Yeah, absolutely. So one thing that's really big about Atria, well, two things that I really enjoyed when I originally applied for a job here that I was like, yes, they're different and they're doing it the right way, is that the memory care can become kind of the stepchild in a lot of different buildings. It kind of gets forgotten. A lot of people are scared of memory care. And so that's kind of why I'm here, is I want people to feel a little bit more comfortable talking about it. And, it's just another stage of life. And what's nice is, yeah, you're right. The independent living is gorgeous and cozy, and so is our life guidance, so is our personal care. And so we offer the same types of themed events. We're having the same food. If a resident wants to have a steak as their alternative, menu option, they're gonna get it in life guidance. They're gonna get it personal care and independent. So they really take that approach of, everyone and on that equal level. We also don't put the TV on unless it's part of an activity from 10 to 6. So we're not having, as much as I love Golden Girls, we're not having that on the TV.
Betty White hear you say that.
I know. I love the Golden Girls. I mean, come on. But we're actively engaging them. So we have what we call structured programs and unstructured programs. So our structured programs, we have a calendar of over 200 activities and programs through the month. So myself, I lead those activities. I have an assistant that also does. We're doing fun things. We're exploring our life. We're not just letting it go. We're learning new things still. Just because someone has dementia doesn't mean they can't paint a picture and maybe they've never done it before. But we're doing a lot of sensory things. One of my favorite activities is painting with spices. So you mix up the spices and you use that to paint, and they love it because it brings back so many memories. And so that's kind of our approach, is when people come here, they're getting more stimulation than they would at home.
Yeah, excuse me one second, it was just impressive to me. They're almost going to school. But in a fun way, not like, reading 1, 2, 3, but like a life skills. of
Yes.
continuing their life and keep learning on how to do that through your programs.
Right. And that's proven. I mean, it's proven time and time that keeping people engaged and keeping them active is going to slow that progression of the disease. And it's also even for our personal care like our personal care residents, they're prolonging their life by staying active. I mean, we all know that. You stay healthy and active, it's gonna, your brain is also going to stay healthy and active.
I mean, that's the idea. You're taking that stress away, not just from the family, right? There's a lot of pride with people that I feel like realize they're losing a little bit of that memory or their ability to care for themselves. And I truly believe so many people can relate to this. And I think that's what is so important. You talk about studies, there's proven studies on how stress affects our body. And by bringing them into a community, again, that word is so important here at Atria, from the independent living all the way to this side. They're coming into a community that you're taking that stress off of them, the stress of worry, of safety, of health, of day-to-day task, laundry. I mean, I'll move in. I already told Joe I'm up in my age so that I can move over to the independent living. But honestly, that stress, and that I do believe, invigorates their life. It prolongs their life. You'll see people recover quickly without that stress. And you're just helping them to have the rest of that life lived out stress-free, maybe longer.
Yeah, it's not meant to be stressful. We want to take that off of them, that load, and really come together, like you said, in a community where they're around other people their age going through the same things. I mean, incontinence is a big thing for a lot of people who still have every bit of wit with them, but that's something that sometimes comes with age. And so they're able to be around people that are also maybe struggling with the same thing. So they can link up and have friendships, and ultimately that's what's going to make people happy too.
Right. Now with this, so you don't have to be an independent living at Atria in order to be here at the other part of the community, correct? Someone can come in here moving right into one of your other living spaces, correct?
Yeah. So usually with personal care, it's people who need help with going to the restroom, need a little help. If, maybe they have mobility restrictions and they need someone there to help them with showering. And it really is, it does, all of those health things aside, medical, and, we have med techs that will help pass our medications, and caregivers who, help you with those activities of daily living. Really though, it's the social aspect that we really, really kind of push, because that's the best part about it,
We need it, right? Whether we like it or not, we need some interaction. I understand.
Absolutely. Introvert or extrovert, I don't care.
That's right. You're going to be an extrovert whether you like it or not.
It's sometimes nice to just watch people.
Right. I do. We are here in the same community. We are here at Atria Woods. I'm here as well. We did this so that everybody could see your beautiful face, because we're trying to be a little more protective of some of the immune considerations of the senior community here. So if you're okay with it, I am going to have you log off, and we'll go ahead and get our mask requireds ready. And I'd like to take a little walk and show everybody the shadow boxes and maybe the facilities, specifically a room or so, if you wouldn't mind. Would that be, I know I'm throwing this on you, we didn't talk about this, but would that be okay?
I absolutely. I want to show this place off so much. I mean, I get to come here every day and it feels unreal to me. So I would love to show it off.
Well, that's why I'm back here again, because I want to be back here every day too. So I'm working on that, okay?
All right, perfect. Mask up, log off.
All right, so mask up, and then everyone hang in there. We're going to go ahead and, adjust with our technology here. So I have a stand and everything that we use. Again, we are here at Atria at Cranberry Woods. Because we're going to be walking through the facility, we're going to take some, little precaution here. But we wanted to separate just so you could hear us and talk a little bit more. I know it's not typical Friday follow-ups to see me out and about, but that's what we're going to do today. So I am coming out here to find, where is she? There she is. So we're on the same screen. I want to check things out. Let's talk about it. This is a longer follow-up Friday, everybody, than what we typically do, so thanks for bearing with us, but it's worth every minute. So we're going to see, can I flip around here? Let's take a quick little gander. This is our outside patio. It will stay in just because of the wind and stuff, but there's a beautiful, very safe patio. Rebecca and I talked about this last time I was here. There's glass all the way to the top.
Yes.
And for safety, but you don't feel like it. You almost
You don't feel like you're trapped.
No.
You don't feel that. Yeah, that you can see all of Cranberry when you look out.
Right.
That balcony.
So this is a room you guys might do some type of like Steeler game or something like
Oh
that.
yeah, our exercise classes,
Ah.
trivia, things like that.
And this room here,
That's our fun room right there. So this is, card games we're playing. We have this giant Monopoly board. I mean, board games, art.
again, the texture.
So these are all things that can be.
And I'm putting you on here, Rebecca. We're not just gonna look at walls.
I'm a tap so every time I walk by, I'm like, I want to touch that.
I mean, they are cool. They're literally textured. I mean, that was the room that I was sitting in with the sound room. So as we walk here, there is a dining facility, but we can just stop right here in one of these. Now, this is what floor?
So we're up on the 3rd floor.
Okay.
Usually memory cares are on the 1st floor.
Okay.
But which it's nice about ours is we have the terrace, so it's kind of up on the top and you can see out,
Right.
which is nice.
What is this?
All
This is
right.
my
I
favorite.
know. So every apartment that we have up here has a memory box.
Okay.
We have them all staged right now, but they're lockable, and they're just, you can put in any memorabilia you'd like to.
And the purpose is?
So if I'm a resident with dementia, I might recognize maybe this is mine I've had for years, and I know that that's mine. It's going to be hard for me to remember the 301.
Sure.
But if I see that, I'm going to be like, oh yes, this is
Right.
my room.
This is my space.
And then also, it does become a little more difficult for staff and family members to talk to their loved one and the residents. And so these give us,
Talking points.
talking points
Sure.
to kind of get out their true
Right.
self, their personality. It might be in a little bit different way, but it's, doing the job.
Is there a room that we can take a?
Yeah, we're
Okay,
going to go.
let's take a walk.
We have some model rooms over here.
Okay, everyone. So again, we're at Atria Cranberry Woods here in Cranberry, obviously, and we are visiting the personal care facility areas and the memory care. We are with Rebecca. We go back Tuesday and check out. Here's Rebecca.
I'm running.
Go back Tuesday and check out the independent living side of what Atria offers. But Rebecca is the life guidance director here, and we're going to check out a room that they offer. So I'm going to flip you back around. I know this is not our typical follow-up Friday, but a place like this that is in our community is so important that we needed an extra day. So look at this apartment. Talk about ready to move in. Again, this would be a room for someone with dementia. That's
Yes.
typically what we're looking at.
Yep. And this is actually a shared room.
Okay.
And what I like about our shared rooms is that there's actually a door for each room.
Okay.
They're not, housed in the same bedroom.
Right.
Which is typical in most other places.
In other
Yes,
communities,
I
sure.
really enjoy that separate
Space.
personal space.
Yeah. And they are taken care of and checked in continually because,
Yes.
again, safety is a concern with a resident that might have some dementia issues or. And I mean, the facilities are, the community here, the bathrooms, when I talk about, it's just unbelievable when you look at.
I mean, I want a vanity.
Oh, I know. That's what I mean. The architecture here, the way they have made these communities, they're gorgeous. Safe shower. But you guys didn't skip out on just like this is a community for someone with maybe some medical concerns. It's more, this is a living space for them and they need to enjoy this.
This is where they're going to be living the
Right.
rest of their life.
Right.
So we really want it to be comfortable
Right.
and feel like an actual home.
So let's go down in honor of Joe. Oh, it's right here, isn't it?
Yep.
And this is the memory boxes. Beck was just explaining that this is something that people can look back and pop memories back up and talk about and something to kind of help stimulate, remembering their life. But Joe, thank you for your service, was a Marine. And this is one of the boxes you guys have staged right now. So, well, what else can we check out real quick? Because we're probably getting long here on our follow-up.
Let's go check out the salon.
Oh,
Because
yes.
that's one of my favorites.
And that's important.
It is, and
It's important.
It's within the neighborhood, so they don't have to go all the way throughout the building.
Yes.
It's right here and available to them, and it's run by PS Salons. They rent it from us.
Okay. And that was something too. If you go back Tuesday, you'll see the salon they have over on the independent living community. And I love too. You guys talk about these as neighborhoods.
Yes.
So this is the salon for the memory care. This is and personal assistant too, or personal.
So personal care, they actually use that same one as the independent living.
Great. Okay.
We try to keep our life guidance residents on
That.
within the community because
Sure.
we don't want to overstimulation. So.
Right. I love this, that we've had this opportunity. I I get emotional just because I had someone personally that had dementia and going into somewhere. But you guys talk about this like a neighborhood, and it is. You have the laundry facilities, that things are taken care of for them, but they still are in a home. They still have their space in a room, and then you guys just bring the whole neighborhood to them. Their meals, their food. You guys have a restaurant here that they get to. And well, everybody, it's Follow Up Friday with Frenchie here. We're here with Becca at Atria Cranberry Woods. Thank you so much for your time. You took time the other day when we were filming, taking time today. It was just so important to me that we came back. And we might do this again the end of the year as things continue to grow with you guys. I mean, you have residents moving in, and it's busy. But I think that people in this area, north of Pittsburgh, anywhere really, even if you have family here and the residents not from here, this is such an important part of our community here at Cranberry. And so to get the word out, we'll continue to do that. I love what I do. I love being here at Atria. I know you will too. I hope you all have a blessed Friday, a blessed weekend. Enjoy the sunshine. If you have any questions more for your family, let me know. We'll get you in touch with Rebecca or Joe. Joe always has time to check things out and talk to you. So thanks again, everybody. Have a blessed day. Mwah. And I'll go back up. Thanks, guys.